Let the Trap Say Amen by Lecrae Zaytoven. Houston and Atlanta natives Lecrae and Zaytoven have some things in common. More specifically, Zaytoven grew up playing in the church, and Lecrae is one of hip-hop's best Christian rappers. What happens when you mix Lecrae's sound with Zaytoven's sound? How do we feel about Let the Trap Say Amen by Lecrae and Zaytoven?
Lecrae and Zaytoven.
Yeah, man.
I remember you specifically saying you were excited for this project when you heard about it, man. So
Yeah.
how did you feel about the mixture of Lecrae and Zaytoven's?
You know what? I was, interested in this collaboration because, I thought it could show us like another area of Lecrae, But overall, I was let down, man. I mean, a lot of this is enjoyable, don't get me wrong. But I kind of feel like the Zaytoven sound was just too familiar all throughout the album. There really wasn't nothing, I want to say, different that Lecrae can do. And like when I say that, it's just the fact that I feel like Lecrae, when he comes with musically, he can attack it. He can just get you with it. He can make you like, oh man, that was tight. But with Zaytoven's production, I feel like he was kind of held back. And like, when it started with Get Back Right, I thought that was Lecrae's pocket. I'm like, okay, this is Lecrae. This is what he does. This is where he shines. He'll take a beat, make it his own, while actually trying to sound similar to the music that's out right now. But he'll always put his own spin on it. When it got to Preach, I was just like, okay, it's getting to this normal Zaytoven sound. All right. Two Sides of the Game was pretty dope to me. I like that a lot. I thought that was, it kept it back up to me. But when it got to Plugged In and Holy Water, I was just like, this just sounds too familiar to the other Zaytoven beats. Like, there's nothing really standing out to me. I was just like, nothing's grabbing me. Blue Strips I liked a lot because of the subject matter, but at the same time of how catchy it sounds. Only God Can Judge Me, I feel like that's been done a lot, that subject matter, but just that beat, it just really didn't hook me in. Whenever I listen to Lecrae, he pulls me in, he grabs my attention and makes me want to listen to what he's talking about, what he's trying to tell us, what he's trying to teach us, anything like that. And I didn't really feel like that. Yet I really like that one though, because I feel like anybody can relate to that. They ain't did this yet, they ain't done this yet, they ain't got this yet, but they're gonna get it. Anybody can take that as motivation. I Can't Lose, I was surprised. I was like 24 hours. I was just like, I did not expect this collaboration, and I didn't like it. It was just like, I can't get with the whole, it just sounds really redundant, man. Switch, it was alright. I didn't really care for Shy Speaks verse. He was doing the whole hard drive kind of computer talk thing. Thought it was kind of corny. Can't Block It, I liked the message behind that. I thought it was cool, but at times I thought it was too slow. Fly Away with No Big Deal I thought was really dope. That was another kind of stand up and picked the album back up for me. And By Chance ended strongly. But overall, I love Lecrae a lot, but I kind of feel like this production kind of held him back. And I don't care about what I see in the comments, people saying, oh, he's conforming to this, conforming to that. As far as his artistry, I feel like this held Lecrae back as an artist. And I feel like he wasn't being able to do what he did with, what's the album name?
Everything Should Be Done Through Him or something like that.
We was just talking about it too.
Talking about it.
All Things Work Together. There you go. I feel like with that album, he got to show us another layer of his artistry with every track that you heard. And with this one, it was just the same trap sound, which I get was like the aim for this. Let the trap say amen. You aiming for the trap sound. But in my taste, I feel like the trap sound was just way too familiar throughout the whole album. And because of that, I'm going to give it a C. I thought it was average. I still think Lecrae gives you the energy, gives you the bars, but this just held him back for me.
No.
Word.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. When I first turned this joint on, I turned it on in the car on my way to work Monday morning.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm just like, Get Back Right came on. And after the song went off, I was like, you know what? I'm going to listen to this album later. I don't want to fall asleep while I'm driving this morning.
Right.
That was the vibe I was getting right off the bat.
Yeah.
And Get Back Right is not a horrible song, but I want to just say throughout this project, you get continuous proof that Lecrae's sound and Zaytoven's instrumentals don't blend well together, in my opinion. So Get Back Right came on, turned it off. I came back to it later. I got the Preach, and I'm just like, yo, why is Zaytoven giving him Gucci Mane sounding beats? I wasn't really feeling that. So Preach, I wasn't feeling. I will say I like the content Lecrae's trying to bring. Wasn't really a fan of the flow, but I like the content. Two Sides to the Game featuring Waka and Queso. I mean, Waka and they did a cool job. And I do like the idea of, I mean, a couple people have done this before, but just the whole idea of there being the bad side of the game. Like, a lot of people don't tell you the consequences. Like, you listen to Jay does, but a lot of people don't tell you, like, what can happen on both sides. They just tell you about the money that they get, and you gotta think they're rappers, so they're not really doing it anymore. Plugged In, I like. It's another one of those. I hate the hook. Did not like the beat, but I like the verses. Holy Water, it's like at this point I started feeling like I'm getting preached to, and I was just like, I don't want to be preached to. I'm sorry, I don't care for that. Like, we've done a lot of Christian music, and all of it is really good. I don't think we've done like a bad Christian project up to this point, and none of it's been really preachy or anything. But this project, for some reason, I just felt like somebody was at my door trying to convert me using some trap music, and I'm just like, yo, whatever. So Blue Strips came on, and Blue Strip is okay. Only God Can Judge Me, I can do without yet. And it's the instruments, man. The instrumentals just do not vibe well with him. But I will say that when I Can't Lose came on featuring 24 Hours, I thought this was a better blend of their sounds. I actually did like what 24 Hours brought to this, and then Switch came on, and man, I like this song a lot. I thought Shy Speaks was dope on this song, and I thought this was a good example of their sounds meshing. Zaytoven gave them something different. Can't Block It, don't want it. And By Chance with Fly Away featuring No Big Deal. That joint was dope. And then By Chance with Verse Simmons. That joint was dope. So I Can't Lose, Fly Away, and By Chance were the best blends of their sounds together. Everything else, in my opinion, was not good. It was a mess. You had abstract piano keys from Zaytoven on trap drums with Lecrae trying to try trap flows, and yo, I'll just go back and listen to Lecrae's last album, All Things Work Together. I don't want to hear this again, period. I told myself I was only going to listen to this album twice. I ended up listening to it 4 times. I was trying to see if something would grow on me. But I just don't want this. I don't want this. I don't want to be preached to, even in my Christian music. I just don't want this album. And you can have it back and give me All Things Work Together Part 2. I don't want this. I give it a D+. Just because Lecrae's dope. He still tried to find a way through the madness of the instrumentals, but it just didn't quite work.
I feel you.
And I would have rather had like a Lecrae and David Banner, or a Lecrae and Big Crit, or a Lecrae and Ninth Wonder project. Like,
yo, that would be dope.
It really would.
Lecrae and Ninth Wonder.
I know those are people that you probably might say that that's what you expect him to do, as opposed to a joint with Zaytoven, because that was unexpected. But I don't want to hear you on Zaytoven or Mike Will or Metro Boomin, because them dudes are all hit and miss, in my personal opinion.
Yeah, maybe he's just trying to go for another sound, but it just wasn't executed well enough. Like you said, it was just too much he had to fight through. Yeah.
Yo, you looking for TV reviews, music reviews, movie reviews? Then check out the only reviews that matter, man.
Yeah, just hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the notifications and stay tuned.